Now that we're over here on YouTube, Corbin, you are wanting some light blue crappie minnows, Miss Violet, some pink crappie minnows, and Mr. Wilder, some yellow crappie minnows. 3 little rugrats out there are going to be getting some free baits today. Well, not today, because I got to ship them from Alaska all the way down there to you. So, let's get to shooting. Our plates are warming up. We're going to be doing remelts today. We're not going to be using any of the plastisol at the moment. I think I can pull it off with what I have over here. There we go. There's your guys' mold. But I also want to make this a little bit of a better color for Mr. Corbin, because I don't want to just send you what's sitting right over here. I want to send you something a little different. So we'll get that in. Alright, now that this is coming out of the microwave, it's probably going to be putting off some fumes, which we don't want to breathe those in. I could wear a mask, but I have a nice hood up here that I can use to suck all that out through a carbon filter and push the fumes outside. We got to be safe. Wear our gloves because this is hot. Go back in. We'll put that in for about 1.5 minutes, and I'll start cutting up these other colors for the next one. Let's see. Little Miss Violet wants pink, so let's get some pink cut up. Now see, this isn't a pink color, it's kind of an off pink, reddish pink, but we can always change those colors up a little bit and get them a lot more pink for you. Alright, we got that all cut up. This is coming out of the microwave, nice and hot, so again, we got to make sure we have our protection on so we don't burn ourselves. Now you can see there's fumes coming off of that get sucked right out of my face. So they go through the filter and outside. 350 degrees, I'm going to let that go for a couple more seconds. We'll bring it pretty far up there. And we'll grab some glitter and some color so we can make it a little bit different of a light blue for Mr. Corbin. Let's make them really sparkly for you. This is going to be Ocean Blue by Barlow's. It's a very pretty color. We're going to put a 1/4 teaspoon in there for you, Mr. Corbin. And on top of that, we're going to throw some mica powder in there. So this is a very, very, very blue mica powder, but I want to bring that blue color up for you to make it a little more light blue. There we go. We'll get the smallest amount of blue in the mica powder for you. That's going in. There we go. That's a little sparkly. Definitely sparkly. In a light blue for you. Almost 70 degrees, so I'm okay with that. Not too tight though, because we still need some ventilation in there. That's a #1 key thing, is if you over clamp your molds, it can affect it a little bit. So we will grab our injector. Make sure that needs a little bit of oil. Just a little bit of oil on here. There we go. That's better. So we're going to take our injector. We're going to pull up all the blue. We're going to burp it. Lean it back a little. Make sure plastisol's coming out. And then we're going right in. We're going to push down. We're going to hold for about 5 to 10 seconds. Just to keep that pressure in there to prevent shrinking. And then we'll come up. And we'll top it off. We have to top it off because that plastisol shrinks, and we need to make sure that it doesn't drink. And when it does, see, it went down a little bit. We just give it just a little bit more on top, and that's it. We leave our injector to the side, and we'll start warming up the other colors for Miss Violet and Mr. Wilder. All right, Miss Violet, we're going to remelt this down, and we'll get this pink for you. 2.5 minutes. I've got this cup. I'm going to get this cup ready for Mr. Wilder because he wants a yellow, which we're probably going to go with a chartreuse with chartreuse flake. Maybe a little gold mica. We'll make them pretty. Alright, we'll start prepping Mr. Wilder's. There we go, all prepped up. I want to go ahead and pull my flake for those, and the pink ones for Miss Violet. Mr. Wilder's going to get some chartreuse flake in his. as well as Miss Violet. There we go. How is that for a pink? Hot pink for Miss Violet. How about we throw just a little bit of holographic, yes, it's in a Talenti can, holographic glitter in there as well for Miss Violet. Let's add some hot pink mica to Miss Violet's as well, and some gold mica to Mr. Wilder's. Let's get that pink in there. We're gonna put a little bit of holographic glitter in there for you. And a big heaping quarter teaspoon of hot pink flake. This is a really pretty color, to be honest with you. There we go. Nice and pink. Let me add a couple drops of white and let's see if we can bring this pink up a little bit. How does that sound? And for my bait makers out there, Ultra White 226. It is time to pull Mr. Corbin's. Here we go. There they are. Do a peel to reveal. Those are looking good, Mr. Corbin. Light blue, blue flake, holographics. Got a little bit of shimmer in there. I'll be sending you those here very, very soon. We're going to leave them up here to cure overnight. And now, let's shoot the pink ones. 345, we can go ahead and shoot Miss Violet's. Got to keep that pressure for a couple of seconds, just to prevent voids. And now we'll start warming up Mr. Wilder's yellow. We're going to add some Chartreuse 108. We're going to add some gold mica, Barlow's Chartreuse, and another Chartreuse. Let's go ahead and pull Miss Violet's pink. Here we go. There you go. There are some pink crappie lures for you, some crappie minnows. I'll have those hanging up and curing so I can send them to you tomorrow. Alright, on to Mr. Wilder's yellow. Let's add a couple drops of Chartreuse. Chartreuse flake number 1. Some Barlow Chartreuse. And just a tiny bit of yellow mica. Well, gold mica. And we put 2 drops of white in there as well. And there we go. There's that yellow. Alright, let's shoot. Alright, we pretty much have everything cleaned up now. Now we're just waiting for those to cool down so we can pull. You remember earlier I was telling you that when plastisol cools down it shrinks. So you can see there at the top of the sprue that it caved in because it's shrinking. But thankfully we had enough filled up here on the top, as you can see it's overflowing, that it didn't need any more to drink. So we should have all good baits in here. Alright, we should be cool enough to pull, so here we go. Look at that. Here we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty yellow. Alright, we got to put them on the wall so they can cure overnight. And once they're cured, and we're going to take a bag, and those get labeled, just like this. Just like that. And then they get their back labels, and they get their Prop 65 warning, and then I will get them in the mail, and I will get them out to you. And hopefully, your dad will take you fishing. Maybe you can catch a fish, and if you do, make sure you send me a picture. Make sure you send me a picture of the fish. If you guys enjoyed this video, throw me a like, subscribe. As always, have a beautiful, blessed day. Tell somebody you love them. Keep nature wild. I'll see you on the next one.